Now, the global aviation industry is forecast to be valued at around $8.5 trillion by 2043, with the manufacture sector specifically hitting about $423 billion last year alone. Now, the continent cannot afford to stay on standby. And its inroads into aerospace reached new heights this week when Morocco began building a dedicated industrial complex in Nouaceur, where cutting-edge engines will be built for Airbus aircraft, the only production site for them so far out of France for this particular kind of engine. Engines for Boeing aircraft will also be produced, and the kingdom says that the win is more than just a technological achievement. Well, to find out why, I am joined now by Minister of Employment and Skills, Younes Sekkouri. Younes, thanks so much for making the time to speak to me. So Morocco's pretty excited about this. Why is it such a big deal, and what did it take to get here?
Limitation. It's indeed a big deal, and we're not here by coincidence or by serendipity. We've been working for 2 decades now. 20 years ago, we were less than $100 million turnover on aeronautics and airspace industry. And now we're more than 2.5 billion euros. And with this project alone, with Safran, we will be doubling our capacities in terms of exports. So a lot of works in terms of vision, because His Majesty's vision, His Majesty's King Mohammed VI's vision, was built on a couple of pillars. The first thing that is very critical to these kind of companies is talent. Then you have, of course, green energy, and of course the capacity for the country to protect the investments in terms of macroeconomic stability. So these 3 pillars have been built and are bold now, and they made a company like Safran come to Morocco and develop a twin plant, by the way, because their strategy, the foreign direct investors, they are looking for risk management procedures where they have twin plants between their plants in the original country, like France for this case, and another foreign country, so that there's no shortage in terms of production to their, of course, customers.
So it's also, you've also lauded this as being a really good step in terms of creating jobs for Morocco. But what does it mean on that front for the whole of the African continent? Do you see that there being a knock-on effect in terms of positive impact for the continent's aerospace landscape?
Morocco has been very, very present at the continental level. His Majesty's vision and strategy with our partners and friends countries in the whole African continent was very strong a couple of decades ago. By the way, we started with the telecom, with the banking industries, and now we're moving to new kinds of partnerships. Of course, this investment, this kind of advances in terms of industrial strategy, in terms of structural change, they prove, first of all, that an African country can do it. So we can move from traditional sectors like agriculture, trade, to high-end industrial policies. The second thing is in terms of talents, because we provide thousands of scholarships to African countries so that the students can come and study in our institutes, be it universities or vocational training institutes. And by the way, 12 cities of skills were launched by His Majesty in each of the 12 regions of Morocco, where we have complete villages that integrate these kind of trainings. The third thing, of course, is in terms of investments, and I will be not surprised that by the next years or decades, we will develop strong partnerships with African countries, including in these very specific and high-end industries.
That sounds pretty promising. I don't have very much time with you, Minister, but this is just the beginning. What will it actually take to deliver on building this complex and moving even further in terms of leveling up Morocco's aerospace clout?
Fast. So the project is a 12-month project at most. So by the end of next year, we will be delivering one of the plants, the other one in 2026. and we have this 1,000 jobs that are not regular or ordinary jobs. And we're already building capacities in terms of trainings. And of course, there is this technological transfer that is very important. As you said, one of the handful countries that will be able to build an entire engine. It's the leading and bestseller engine LEAP that is in more than 4,000 aircrafts in the world. And the forecast for this company, for instance, is 11,000 engines that are requested, demanded by Boeing, by Airbus, and other users.
Thank you so much, Minister Younes Sekkouri, Moroccan Minister for Employment, joining us there to speak about some pretty exciting developments in the continent and Morocco's aerospace industry.